Hi, Perfect Spirit. I'm Sam Shelley, the Miracle Man. Now let's create a miracle in your life right here, right now. So I got a message from my mom that applies to everyone. It really does. It really applies to everyone. The basic message that I always hear from my mom, my father from the other side is to keep going, keep pushing forward. You got this. You can do this. And it's because our spiritual team on the other side is our biggest cheerleaders. They are always rooting us on, cheering us on. Even if you didn't have a good relationship with your parent. Maybe it was it was a rough and tumble relationship. It really doesn't matter. But once on the other side, that human, garbage that was causing the conflicts has dropped away for them. Now all they are is this pure and perfect spirit. And they see you and they're like, there's a relative. I want him or her to have the best in life. I don't want them to suffer like I suffered, or if I was successful, I want them to be just as successful. And of course, they're going to have some kind of stories that they can never live up to. Their grandfather, he did all these great things. I can never do that. That's head trash. We need to throw that out. We're always filled with this head trash that's creating limitations, those negative stories, those negative thoughts, those beliefs, those opinions. They're not serving us. We need to let those go. We need to throw them out. And we have to realize too, when we keep going, keep moving forward, that the mind gets fixated on developing this one big skill, if you will, forgetting that there's a whole bunch of little skills in between. Like you're not just going to learn to drive a car like that. You have to learn these other skills that help you drive that car, like how to use the gas, how to use the brake, and if it's a manual transmission, how to shift and use the clutch, how to steer, how to check for traffic, how to determine the distance between the car in front of you to your car. There's thousands of little skills that we don't even think about, but we focus on this larger skill. Like if you want to be a business owner, an entrepreneur, there's hundreds of skills, maybe thousands of skills you have to learn for that. So you just start slowing down. Okay, where can I improve in this area or this area? Oh, and this idea of these micro skills are coming through because I just read the book from James Altucher, Skip the Line. And this is one of the things he talks about is developing those micro skills and doing experiments. Life is a constant experiment. We try this. Okay, it doesn't quite work out this way. Then go try it this other way or that way. That there's infinite possibilities and potentials here in this moment. And the mind is creating a constriction. So you go from these million ideas down to one idea, two ideas. If they don't work out, the mind grows impatient and gives up. Don't give up. That's the message from my mom, my father. You can do this. You got this. Keep taking those steps. Keep that dream, that promise alive to yourself. So what if you're working a full-time job right now? You can do this as your side hustle, building those micro skills, learning, watching YouTube videos, reading books. There's plenty of things that you can do in this moment to make your life better because destiny is not fixed. What you're doing right here, right now, will impact the future. So you just have to ask yourself, is the activity I'm doing now helpful to what I want to achieve in life or not helpful? Because the mind's always distracted. The mind would rather not do the work. It would rather go do something, comfortable, relaxing, chilling out. But it's good to do that once in a while to recharge the brain, to refresh. But you're doing that day in, day out, and you're wondering why life isn't improving, and maybe it's on a decline, it's because you're not taking those steps. Because your spiritual team is always wanting you to achieve more. You can do more. You can allow more goodness to come in. But this mind up here is blocking the goodness with those stories that you're not deserving, you're not good enough, you don't have the skills, you're not the right age, you're not the right sex, whatever it may be. There's millions of things in our mental junk drawer that are not serving us, that we need to step through those things that are not helping and supporting us. So just realize, your loved ones on the other side are fine, regardless of their human experience. Perfect spirit remains untouched always. This human body, that's a different story. It wears out, it gets damaged, becomes unhealthy. And same thing with the mind. My mom had dementia, Alzheimer's, so her mind was going. But her spirit was fine. And sometimes that's hard to see. Now I guess you can say I'm blessed, privileged, that I can able to hear from my relatives, my parents, that I can talk to the other side and connect to other individuals on the other side for somebody that wants a message perhaps. And so every Monday night I'm live with Lori and we do the soul messages and we try to read as many people as we want, as we can. And sometimes we do get messages from the other side. Not a whole lot because we're trying to do it fairly quick to get messages. But once in a while we will get messages from the other side and those kind of things. And it's always the same thing along the lines of keep going, keep pushing forward, keep taking that action, that step, keep the dream alive, keep the promise alive. So I do that. We do this show every Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time on YouTube, on Facebook. I share it out on my social media channels through Restream. So I just stream it everywhere. And we try to read, we do about one a minute, I guess we can say, is about we can keep up with. So hopefully that can grow some more because everyone needs to be reminded of their greatness, that we all are superheroes. We can all soar. We're all meant to soar like Superman, to be this superhero. And that's my Sunday show at noontime Eastern in my Head Trash Anonymous group. That we can do great things. And the topic for this Sunday, I think, is going to be, healing is easy. Healing really is easy once you get the mind out of the way. Creating money is easy when you get the mind out of the way. Creating the perfect career is easy when you get the mind out of the way. You name it, it's easy if you get the mind out of the way. But are you willing to have the patience to take that step and the next step and the next step and the next step? That there's usually no overnight success. If you look at everyone that's been successful, they spent like 5, 10, 15 years of the struggle, but they keep taking these daily steps and it can be very quick. Like it was very quick for me, about 17, 18 months and 5 diseases dropped away because I was taking those daily steps, operating from this perfect spirit that's within all of us, giving us these insights, the steps to take, do this, do that, no explanation just to do this or that. The mind wants to explain, to validate. But if you just take the leap of faith from here, then everything just sort of works out in ways that can't be explained. All right. I think that's my talk for today. So if you have any questions, love subscribers, love likes, but I'm really here trying to support you in the best way I know how is in these daily videos. So take good care of yourself and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.